Good morning, Virgos. I am Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. Oh, fairly new. I opened it last month. Anyway, I do readings every Monday for all the fire and earth signs, and every Wednesday for all the air and water signs. And this will be the reading for Virgos for the week of October 13th through the 20th. So welcome. If you enjoy this, astrology is especially important because the energy of astrology also is aligned with the tarot is also aligned with Kabbalah and numerology, and it's all tied together. So right now, with this week of October 13th through the 20th, Virgos, for you might find yourself more focused on communication, ideas, learning, or publishing even. Conversations that were stuck could unlock now with where things are going right now. Partnerships involving mental rapport or agreements might be tested or restructured right now. And then later in the week, any miscommunications or miscommunications or misalignments could surface, especially around shared things, shared projects, shared contracts, kind of a deal. Be clear, be honest, speak your truth, but soften it with empathy, Virgo. That's your message. The more open you are, the more bridges you build. Okay. Now let's see what the tarot has to say, shall we? This is the reading for Virgo for October 13th through the 20th. All right. Here, Virgo. Aw, I love it. And so the description of this deck is down in the description of the video if you hit more, and there's quite a bit of information in there, as well as for some of my family and friends, I put biblical parallels to my tarot readings too, because it's a lovely card from Pixie is what you're represented as, Virgo. All right. As your obstacle awareness challenge this week. Down below you in your subconscious is part of you, what you're bringing with you is your foundation. 7 of Pentacles. In your immediate past, beginning of October, Knight of Swords rushing in. Crowning you is this Four of Cups in your crown. In your crown. Okay. You're going to be stepping into, Virgo, in the immediate future, just after the 20th. Beautiful 9 of Cups situation. That's lovely. You're going to be feeling in your environment this Three of Pentacles. So you got, let's see, Pentacles, Swords, Cups, Wands. You are the King of Wands. Nice balance. Got some balance going on here, which is you're crossed by the Chariot. No wonder. Your environment is going to be giving you justice this week. 11th major arcana. Your hopes and fears bonus. This is artwork. This is a bonus piece of artwork by Pamela Coleman Smith, aka Pixie. She was the original artist who did all the artwork for the ubiquitous, the traditional tarot. When people think of tarot, they usually think of the Rider Waite artwork and deck, but it's very following your following your passion. So the King of Wands is in command of his as a challenge or awareness. So the Chariot is the 7, which is all about balancing out life and balancing things out in order to press forward, in order to succeed. Of a 7 of Pentacles situation where you've been doing the work, you've been putting it in, you've been reaping the harvest, it's looking good. You're like, okay, now what? One of the swiftest of the nights rushing in. Nights are usually bring an opportunity or action, and swords have to do with legal matters and also communication, contracts, reasoning. So maybe you've been dealing with some recent, somebody coming in with like contracts to sign, or and it's interesting that is crowning you is this 4 of Cups card. So a 4 of Cups, and you want to be the King of Cups. That's your dream. That's up here in your hope. is this King of Cups. And you're stepping into a 9 of Cups. And Pentacles and Cups are not quite the same thing, but they're closely connected. But as far as relationships and things, what this card symbolizes is a card of dissatisfaction. So sometimes it can be, depending on where and how it comes up in a spread, it's often a warning to appreciate what you have. Right? Total satisfaction and abundance. The things that truly fulfill you. Not the stuff that used to goes. You're feeling like this 3 of Pentacles. You're trying more things. You're trying to do, you're not satisfied anymore. You want to follow your passions and you want to press forward, and your challenge is being that chariot, pressing forward, balancing things. 7, Chariot's the 7. You got the 7 of Pentacles grounding you. So you're right there. You're pressing on. You're like, you've been doing the work, but you're pressing on. So and that's what justice is, right? It's shedding light on things. And of Cups, very emotionally connected, very emotionally secure. Very good communicating, but also on a deeper level, like having a good rapport with people on a deeper, not a shallow level. And so we have this in the final outcome, this passionate knight rushing in. Now this can be a person coming in, an earth sign, maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn earth sign, a young adult maybe rushing in with some great offer, idea, romantic getaway. Wands are passion, knights are are those ones that will rush in with a passionate offer. It could be a passionate offer, but they can be hasty, these Knights of Wands. So be cautious. Be that chariot. Have a little bit of caution in your environment. You've got this Knight of Swords behind you. Yeah, be careful with these Page of Wands. They can be fickle. So watch out, whatever that Page of Wands energy is in the final outcome there. Situation or anything about not being satisfied anymore. Flip to a 9. So it looks like you have a lot of choices. You read 7 of Cups is a card of all these choices, and maybe getting a little stuck on overextending. So this is a time to be careful to not overextend yourself too energetically. Don't overextend. Channel one, follow one, passion one route with this 7 of Cup cards coming up in your reading. check out, I never know which way to point with these, but one is the lotus. Hit the lotus to subscribe, and the other two are videos of mine that I hope you'll check out. The scariest videos in the tarot, the scariest cards in the tarot, I'm sorry, all the scariest cards, and also a really brief explanation of what the tarot is and what it isn't, and my understanding of the tarot. So do check those out.